Hello and welcome back to Atomfall. So, last time we got here, last time we started up, we travelled across the area and we got to here. And it looks like basically we're in the first village of the game. The robot looks pretty menacing, I'll get that. Right. Probably village hall is where I want to head to, I'm guessing. Oh, he's not liking pagan practices. The village green. Might be a preservation society for it, you never know. Points if you get the reference. Right, let's have a look what's happening in here then. Can we talk to him, or...?
Let's not have any trouble.
Transmission test. Well, transmission log. Perception test negative, negative. Perception test negative. Transmission tests are negative. Oh, reception test positive. Convoy 4. Reception test positive with zone. Convoy 5. Right. Am I allowed back here? I guess I am, okay. Right, we need to find someone to talk to. Someone who looks like they're somewhat in charge. He is wearing a jumper, so I'm presuming he's in charge. Do I have to wait for him to get to his desk?
Well, a new face.
You've nudged your own chair out of the way.
Good day. You'll forgive me if I'm less than cordial on first acquaintances, I'm sure. New faces often mean trouble. And yet, they may bring new opportunities, too. Tell me, where have you come from?
I came out of the bunker. Unsure.
Really? Well, you're not the first amnesiac I've seen since things went awry. Trauma does strange things to people. In case it wasn't made clear to you on the way in, Wyndham is under the protection of the protocol. You are permitted to move freely through the village. For now, at least. Consider it a gesture of goodwill. I hope it'll be reciprocated. But don't go causing any trouble here. Is that clear? And if trouble finds you, make sure you report it. Post haste. Now, there are certain things I like to discuss with new faces such as you. I would hope a stranger like you can provide me with some information.
Let's see. Let's say I've got a few questions to ask
All
myself.
in good time. First, you need to make yourself useful to me. I want to know where you came from. I want to know what you can tell me about the outside.
Evasive. I'm not sure I can help
Trust
with
me,
that.
you will be much better off aiding protocol than crossing us. Be under no illusions. We must eradicate the corruption that festers here before there is any hope of leaving this blasted place. If we were to work together, you and I, perhaps we might make some progress towards such an outcome. But step out of line, and I will revoke your liberties here just as quickly as they were given. So I ask again, did you come from the outside? What do you know?
I'm investigating the interchange, one of the old facilities. Let's go with that.
You misunderstand me. I desire a way out, not to dig deeper. And as for the interchange, that is a very dangerous word to be bandying about. I suggest you forget you've ever heard it. Whatever evil the scientists had hidden in there, it has wrought havoc on this place.
Right, we might not want
So
to
no one
mention
goes near the
interchange to
substation,
everyone.
understood? Anyone trespassing there will be shot. Well, this is disappointing. I was hoping you'd have something you were willing to share. We imprison strangers at the first whiff of trouble, but you can keep your liberties for now. I trust that will be more conducive to a timely recollection of your origins. In the meantime, be wary of this place. Do not be tempted to engage with any of the pagan sentiments some of the locals may try to foist on you. Such beliefs are dangerous and forbidden. Do I make myself clear? And if you still wish to have protocol's aid, you'll just have to make yourself useful to me in other ways.
Right. Lawful, if I can help, I
I'm
will.
glad to hear it. The civilians in this village are a shady lot. Resistant to discipline and up to no good. I'm sure of it. We can hardly get the time of day out of them. But you're an outsider. They may not trust you exactly, but nor are they immediately suspicious of you. Sniff around. Keep your ears open. If you find anything I should know, come to me with it. If you want somewhere to start, well, we've had our eyes on Iris, the baker. I could send a patrol in, of course, but a softer approach might prove more efficacious.
Okay, we've got some leads.
Maybe Smith is right. Perhaps we should just build a huge still and drink ourselves to death.
Okay, let's see where we're at then. So, we'll walk out. The bakery, Captain Sims. Wants me to act, so anything suspicious I can report to him, and it'll get me his trust. Asked Captain Sims, the head of the protocol forces, about the interchange. I should never mention that word again. We let it slip that it's the substation in the village is off limits, and anyone who goes there is shot. So we probably don't want to go there. The bakery we can track. We have So entrance to the interchange possibly there. But then there's, yeah, this bakery. Iris the baker. Oh, that sign there that says baker is probably the place. Open. Rations of fresh bread. They're doing the whole Fallout and Skyrim thing where every single building then is a loading screen.
I don't know you. You're not with the soldiers, are you? I run a lawful place here. Stick to every word of the protocol here, I do.
Right, no, so, no, I don't work for the soldiers. Why are you worried I might be with the soldiers? Let's go with that, curious.
Well, they get into everybody's business, bunch of busybodies digging around until they find all your secrets. But I've got nothing to hide, nothing at all. I haven't.
Okay, if you need someone to talk to, I'm here, you can trust me. I think you are hiding me. Tell me or I'll call for the soldiers. Now, whatever your secret is, you can't keep it from the soldiers forever. I'll just be friendly.
Well, that's good to know. But I can hardly trust a stranger, can I? I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. Now let me know if you're looking to buy something.
And she sells you bread. Allows the crafting of burn salves. Can only be learned once. And cake. Ah. Actually, what do they do? Is it just... Restores a small amount of health over time. Cornish pasty restores health over time. And cake restores health over time. So, this is like a small healing potion and these like medium ones, basically, aren't they? Fair enough.
I know.
I'm assuming if we like came in at another time and snooped around, we would find something. But that'd be if we can be bothered snooping around with it. Okay. Is there maybe like another way in? We might also want to ask around elsewhere.
Get a move on, you lot. You're never gonna make your salvage quota arsing around like this.
What do you need all this sodding metal for anyway?
The artificer needs it for armor. The kit we use to keep you lot safe. So stop your flaming moaning and get on with it.
But look at this lot. You expecting Genghis bloody Khan or something?
Oh, you're welcome to go and have a look what's beyond the perimeter if you want. Get a little taste maybe of what's out there. No? Thought not. Get on with it.
I'm presuming he's meant to be like facing them. But alright. Is there a way into the bakery through? Yeah. Oh. Who's this? Can't talk to them. Okay. Right, let's have a look around anyway. So we've got the green.
Citizens of Wyndham.
It seems like they're closing more and more stuff around here, aren't they?
Orders be blown.
You're in a trespassing area. Being caught, enemies will be aggressive and territorial. I'm wondering if the gnome's like a collectible. So the keep out buildings aren't just all sealed shut, they potentially might have like stuff in them. Any person attempting to tamper or interfere with this property will be prosecuted. Yeah, and we're not getting in. It's like 3 people wondering about it, right. Well, as much as I can understand, like, oh yeah, there probably does need to be some kind of, you know, military presence due to the whole, you know, that exceptional times and so on. They're literally like closing the bloody tea rooms.
Has been reported in the Scavenge fields. Please stay away from there until it has been
Not sure I like the look of you.
Right, what else have we got around here? Are there any other buildings whatsoever?
Not sure about you.
Rally round the flag. Let's see. Okay, I'll get into to the shoreline here. So is this like a big lake? Yeah, it seems to be. Okay. And we have potatoes.
Leave tomorrow if we could.
Can't really talk to many people, can you? They're all just kinda window dressing in the place. Literally all just, you know, like generic villager people. Right. So getting more information from them is going to be difficult when everyone's just generic NPCs that don't talk much to you. Right. Now when they say they're really bringing everyone back into the inner perimeter and that, they mean it. Like, all of this is being abandoned.
Leave tomorrow if we could.
Windham Garage. Is this off limits? I don't want to try and find out while he's just there. God, you try to go anywhere and there's like 5 guys just sitting around it. Right. Ah. Sorted scrap. Some whiskey.
I'll finish my book today, I think. Start it again tomorrow.
Strings, scraps, glue. Bakery bedroom. To call him a monster. I've been thinking about what you said. Your words were vicious, but I won't return the favour. Instead, I'm writing to beg for your compassion. My poor Philip isn't himself. It's true, but he's no danger to anyone. I don't know how the illness looks. But to call him a monster, to claim he attacked you, I won't believe it. He's been nothing but a loving husband to me. Don't listen to the protocol and their poison. Please don't tell anyone about Philip. You know what they would do to him and the bakery. Iris. Well, it would appear that they've got some... I don't know what the illness is, but I'm gonna guess, since it's a game, it's probably that he's a zombie. So, almost certainly, she's got a zombie in the bedroom. Which means that probably want to report that. You don't really want to be keeping zombies in the upstairs bedroom of your house. Can be a health hazard. Could definitely destroy the town. Right. Ooh, can vault over things. These are all just generic villages as well. Seems so.
Watch yourself, civvy.
See how big metal bugger.
Watch your step.
I could.
Right.
Report anything suspicious you find. Report anything suspicious you find, and we can see about perhaps coming to terms, you and I.
Can I not just give him the letter?
Report anything.
Apparently the letter isn't suspicious enough.
Two boards, one bullet.
Okay.
The citizens of Wyndham.
Right. Well, I guess we just go upstairs and look. And we can't like be stealthy about it. She literally just watches as you walk through the door. Right. Reload.
What have you done, you monster? You asked for this.
Ow, 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 ow. I've got one shot. Apparently that's not enough. Shotgun at close range apparently isn't enough to kill someone. So I'm going to have to hit every single shot here in a single shot break action shotgun. Wonderful.
Hey now, no need for...
Well, she went down in one that time. I would have much rather just reported this and then blamed it on protocol when they eventually came around to do this, but I guess apparently I have to do it. Right. Taking a toilet roll. I mean, it's the apocalypse. As we know from COVID, toilet roll becomes the most valuable thing in the world now. Consumables. Ooh. Gut health, buff duration, blue fingers. Right. Now, in my defense, he was a zombie. And then she definitely was going for me. So, I think I have not done anything particularly wrong. Ish. I'm using this on the way out. Ten out of 10. Game of the year. Oh, and you can't just run out with all the bread. Oh. If only. Well, I think that's all of it, isn't it? I can't, like, get all the shop's inventory off her, can I? No. Now can we report to what's-his-face, to the captain? Can we tell him that she was harbouring a zombie in her bedroom that had attacked someone? And also it attacked me. It's attacked two people now.
Do as you're told, right?
Report anything suspicious.
I have something
Yes,
to
what is it?
report. Iris was hiding her infected husband. I've dealt with him.
Infected? You mean to say contaminated by that vile blue muck? And she would keep him hidden and endanger the whole village? Good Lord. A grisly situation. Thank you for dealing with it. Who knows what damage he might have caused had he escaped. Now do you see why this place is under military discipline? I fought rebels in the Malayan jungle, and let me tell you, that was positively genteel in comparison to this wretched village. You can hardly call them English hereabouts anymore. Something in the land here is corrupting them all. You've done the right thing coming to me. It's vital this sort of thing's nipped in the bud before it spreads.
Right, protocol keeps peace in the village. I'm happy to help. It felt right to tell you about the situation. Let's go with that.
It can be tricky to tell right from wrong out here, but you seem to have the right spirit. Your assistance is appreciated. I shan't forget it. I'm willing to extend the hand of friendship to you, which would include giving you access to our camp at S.T.A.L.K.E.R. With us on the same side, if a chance for leaving this zone comes, I can promise you a good chance of seeing the outside. To be blunt, as a stranger, you're in a perfect position to help me with a delicate matter.
Let's see. That's what's this matter you need me for.
We
Let's
recently
go with that,
arrested a
yep.
certain Dr. Garrow, one of the scientists from the research site. She contrived to escape the zone before the walls went up, but rather unexpectedly returned as part of a military convoy. More fool her. Dr. Garrow's dangerous, very clever, and egotistical enough to believe herself a magnitude cleverer yet. She's refused to tell us anything, and I refuse to stoop to Gestapo methods to force her. But a new face like yours, well, perhaps she'll talk to a stranger who plainly isn't beholden to the protocol.
Let's see. What do you mean she's dangerous?
When Garrow arrived, she demonstrated an ability to meddle with the barred machinery we've commandeered. Specifically, she disabled our camp's automatic security system and began to poke around where she wasn't welcome. It was an hour before we found her, trying to get access to one of the old barred bunkers. Who knows what damage she might have caused had she found a way inside. She left us no choice but to take her into custody, isolated in solitary confinement, where she can't play her tricks.
So she's like a hacker.
My man claims
Right.
she muttered some incantation, and that caused the gun turrets to shut off. I don't believe in such nonsense as magic, but when she was captured, all they found on her was a broken radio. And now I don't know what to think. So you see, I need to know how she did it. What trick she uses to disable our machines.
Right. Alright, but I can't promise she'll talk to me either. I'll help you. I'm interested to meet this Dr. Guy. Let's go with
I
accepting.
trust you'll do your best.
We'll give it
Our
a shot.
arrangement will depend on your success, naturally. Here, this pass will give you free passage throughout the S.T.A.L.K.E.R camp. The soldiers on guard will allow you into the prison section, too. All the way to Garrow's cell. Learn what you can and return here. Be sure to report to me in person. But be warned, one hint of betrayal, and that pass will not save you. I hope I make myself clear.
Right. Okay. Where or where? So entrance to the interchange. Can I like zoom out more? Regions. S.T.A.L.K.E.R. So this is where we came from, isn't it? S.T.A.L.K.E.R. So I need to find out like where the exits of Windham Village go to. That's probably what I want to find out next. Where do these places go to? I should also check my inventory. Oh, there's cake here, lovely. Now we might as well have a cuppa while we're here. The interference field. The scientist was recovered from the remains of Convoy 3, has proven less helpful than hoped. Alright, the scientist recovered, yep. Under questioning, we had at least discovered that the external consensus is that the so-called interference field that surrounds the zone has proved impossible to neutralize so far. Furthermore, it is not a dome, but extends upwards as a hollow column, as high as can be tested. Radio signals cannot penetrate it, and it disrupts electric systems, disastrously so for aircraft. So this is what they've managed to glean from the scientist. Right. Okay. And we've got skills now. Collect training stimulants and spend them to master new skills. Find and read training manuals to unlock new skills to master. So we've got ranged combat, survival. Ah! There's the new ones. Gut health, buff duration and blue fingers. So they're part of the survival tree. So we don't have any, what were it? Combat stimulants or something, whatever. We don't have any skill points, whatever it's called, for any of these. So we can go with, so ranged combat would be increased throwables area of effect, throwables deal more damage, thrown weapons travel faster and deal more damage, throwing a weapon at a target will stun them, leaving them vulnerable to increased damage. Bladed weapons may also fatally impale them. Okay, so that's all with like throwing weapons. Search bodies and containers faster, your items are worth more when bartering. Ooh, that sounds like a very good one to get early. Disarm traps and harvest their crafting supplies. Also good. Food consumables also grant a damage resistance buff. Effects on consumables last longer. Harvest young spores from heavily infected sources. Ugh. Melee combat reduces damage from melee attacks. Defeating an enemy in melee grants a melee damage buff. Increases the stagger duration when enemies are kicked. Heart rate rises slower and recovers faster. Low health regen is faster and restores more health. Increase maximum amount of health. Okay. Interesting stuff. Right. We're beginning to fill our inventory. In fact, that last few things we've picked up have actually filled our inventory. We do have a bat now available. Well, yes, we've got a club available. Sorts. Right. 2 med kits. And I guess the whiskey we're finding is, yeah, it's a crafting item. It counts as alcohol. So that goes in our crafting inventory, which I guess is infinite, because we can see all the crafting stuff we've got on the top there. Whereas these are consumable items, so they go in the inventory. Right. Okay. I think that what we probably want to do next time then is we will head back and we'll see if we can make a trade, and then we'll come back into Windham once we've traded with that lass, with Molly the Molotov mother. We'll trade with her, see if we can get a few things, and then we will come back here and see where all the exits lead to. Oh, got a phone call.
Do not trust Captain Sims.
Warn me about the protocol.
The protocol was enacted for the good of the country at large, not the quarantined area. If necessary, the quarantined area will be sacrificed.
And on that note, I think we're going to call it there for the day. Right, thank you very much for watching. The plot has thickened. We need to make a decision on what we're going to be doing next. But I think we'll start with some trading, since we've got an inventory full of stuff. And then we'll probably move to finding out where the different exits from the village lead, because we need to figure out where this, what's it, S.T.A.L.K.E.R is. Right. For now though, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then.